to assist small business owners with growing their business. Since then, given the number of certifications my company currently has in place, 8A, HubZone, MDOT, Baltimore City, etc., we have essentially changed gears and have begun, or not begun, but we are actually a prime contractor for federal government contracting now. In 2013, we were instrumental in getting our first federal government contract with the Department of the Army at Fort Belvoir, Virginia. That was in July 2013, and more recently we were successful in getting another contract with that same military installation. However, that one started September 30th, and we continue to pursue business along that line. Although we still work somewhat with small business owners, not as much. We're primarily focused on government. We're providing facility support services, which includes, but is not limited to, carpet cleaning, which is done in-house, painting, modular office furniture installation, and reconfiguration. We've also done some snow removal and landscaping and janitorial services. So that's where we are now.
Good deal. So oftentimes entrepreneurs, some of them say, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. Mm-hmm. I want to start off here, and then I want to expand. So for you, why did you make that move from working with small business owners or entrepreneurs to working with the federal government?
Because charity begins in the home, and if I don't have my ducks in a row, it'll be a little bit more difficult for me to help others. And in an effort to grow my business to the next level, I saw it was extremely necessary for me to go after those larger contract dollar opportunities so that I could, of course, expand my staff, offer more jobs to the community, be able to do more charitable things with my business as well, and increase our annual revenues. And it actually just put us in a better position. And as we both know, healthcare has seen its challenges over time. We, quite frankly, just didn't have the in-house staff to manage that process. And given that I am a proponent of talking about the various contracting vehicles that small businesses can use to grow their business, since I had all those vehicles in place, it made a lot of business sense for us to naturally go down the path of federal government contracting.
All right, good deal. So let's talk about, the acting director, Beth Cobert, indicated that you were part of this training, and she really highlighted you in her opening remarks. So talk to us about Goldman Sachs.
Okay, yeah, I was very surprised to be in the audience and hear my name mentioned and my story told, which I recently told last Thursday, just recently, to Ben Siegel, who works for the U.S. Department of Labor. Initially, Ben contacted me this past July, told me about the Goldman Sachs Babson College 10,000 Small Business Program, the national level program, and I had to compete to get in. So I competed with about 500 to 600 other applicants. We ended up graduating a class. The class that graduated that I was in graduated this past November. It was 150 participants. Basically, what the program is designed to do is help you develop a growth plan for your business over a 13-week period. You come out of that program essentially armed with all the tools you need to grow your business to the next business level by either getting a strategic partner, financing, or developing an advisory board. Given that the strategic partner and financing is not necessary for me, I decided that my opportunity would be focused on developing an advisory board and increasing my current market share with my current federal government contractor clients, along with potentially introducing a product instead of just business services in my organization. My growth plan is about 50 pages currently. It'll continue to grow over time as I add new services, new products. And the program in and of itself gave me that additional help that I was needing for my business at that time. It helps you to examine all areas of your organization, your finances, your processes, your HR, your legal, anything associated with your daily business management operations. And not only does it help you examine those different areas of your organization, it actually gives you the tools to make an immediate impact where assistance is needed in those areas. Also, real quickly, as a part of that program, I was successful in getting an SBA Express loan. Typically, I've been working with my bank, as she mentioned, for quite some time. I contacted the folks from the funding panel that Goldman Sachs provided and had a loan answer within a 24-hour period that I was approved for a loan just by giving them the documentation requested. The program in and of itself, it is extremely challenging. However, nothing that you get in this life is easy if you don't work for it. It's better that way. It's made me an overall better business owner. My employees are now even more motivated before and excited to see my business growing to the next level, and it's even more exciting here and sharing my story about the Goldman Sachs Babson College 10,000 Small Business Program. I have to add that there was another person from Baltimore that was here that was participating in the program. He wasn't in my direct cohort. He was in the cohort next door to me, Brandon Wiley from Wiley Funeral Homes. So, yeah, it was a really exciting time for me. Spent 2 weeks separately at Babson College, which is one of the nation's best schools for entrepreneurship. All expenses were paid, and it was just a wonderful, challenging, learning-filled opportunity, and I'm just so glad I had it. I would highly recommend it to others.
All right, good deal. So we got about a minute and a half left. I see all these certifications: 8A, HubZone, MDOT. You know, and most people, actually some individuals, when they get these certifications, they think that, oh, contracts are going to come right to me. Your thoughts on that? How can people use these certifications?
One of the things that I did for small business owners was actual certification applications. What the small business owner needs to know is, one, you really don't lead when you meet a contracting officer that, hey, I have 8A, I'm HubZone. What you lead with is your past performance. For us, we tout excellent customer service and offer 24-hour customer service to our clients. You have to make relationships, which is how I have all of my company business. All of my business is 100% referral based on relationships that I've made since I started my business in 2008. Aside from the relationships, the other thing is your performance, your past performance. If you are fortunate and blessed enough to be able to get an opportunity, you actually have to really perform. You have to do a really good job continually. You know, you have to continue to develop the relationship over time with that client, because 9 times out of 10 from that relationship and that past performance will come your next opportunity. So you don't automatically get work because you're an 8A or a HubZone or MDOT or Baltimore City. You have to go out and you have to make those business relationships. And once you get those opportunities, you have to perform. You have to perform. You know, you have to keep a high standard of excellence, which is what we do.
All right, good deal. All right, so how can people reach out to you, Jackie? It looks like you're at ETC? Emerging Technology Centers?
Yeah, I am. I'm at the Emerging Technology Center, which is an incubator space for small business owners. We had office space there in the past, and then when we needed office space again, it's also a HubZone location, which is one of the main reasons why we went back there again for office space. I'm at 1101 East 33rd Street in the Johns Hopkins at Eastern Building. And it is directly across the street from where Old Memorial Stadium used to be. We're on the 3rd floor in Suite E304A, Baltimore, Maryland 21218. And our office telephone number is 443-451-7253. And you can also catch us online. It's www.boonerangconsulting.com. BOON as in Nancy, ERANG. There you go.
All right, good deal. Jackie Boone, I want to thank you once again for coming on to Briefcase Radio Workshop, and look to hear more about you in the near future.
Thank you, Omar. Have a great day.
All right, so we're going to interview one more entrepreneur, and we'll go to our entrepreneur's game plan right after